bullet journals, art projects, organized planner sheet.
Does it look like I'm looking straight ahead right now?
No.
Looks like I'm looking straight at me.
The camera's right there. So you were looking over here.
Okay, I'll just delete all this part out.
Okay.
Well, hello, and welcome to Organized Planner Chic. I'm Lucinda, and guess who this is? Who are you?
I don't know. Who am I?
This is my son, Ryan, who I've been telling you guys about that I'm going to Japan with in 2020 for the Olympics and, of course, lots of other fun. So I'm going to just start off really quick by reviewing what I'm taking with me on the plane in addition to my carry-on bag, and then I'm going to update you on that, and Ryan's going to share some stuff. We're going to talk about some more plans, and he's going to share some more Japanese because he just had Japanese in college this last semester. What did you get, Ryan?
I received an A.
Ah!
But it was
proud mama.
It was level 1. So level 1 is not that difficult once you get past what mom is going through right now with the hiragana and the katakana. It's pretty easy after that.
How do you know?
Because I did it.
Okay, so let's do a real quick review. Okay, so this is the carry-on, or not the carry-on, the personal item that I am carrying on the plane. And so what is in here, I'm going to update you guys. Which I'll do in a moment, is my watercolor palette and all the things that go with that. My traveler's notebook, which you know is what kind of kicked off this series, and some updates in here. And this is also my wallet. And then this is Ryan recommended that I have something to carry, enough change because the
Yen.
Thank you. Because the yen is a coin. All right.
Well, it's not that it's a coin. It's just that the majority of countries outside of the U.S. and Canada rely very heavily on coins.
Okay.
So, for example, the 100 yen, which is about $1, is a single coin. And anytime you get change back, you're probably going to get some coins with maybe a couple of bills. Because I think the smallest yen amount is 500 yen, or about $5.
Okay.
So everything below that is going to be a coin.
Okay. So probably gonna have quite a few coins. So I got a cute little bag for that. What are you gonna take on the plane, Ryan? I know you're gonna carry your travel backpack that you take everywhere you go in the world. But are you gonna have a personal item of any kind?
Probably. I will probably have my school backpack. And I'll probably carry my Nintendo Switch because it's portable. I always have a book. Right now, the book that I brought here is a French book, actually, about an American commenting on French life in 2003. So if I can find a similar book
by 2020.
Well, no. Get to the point. If I can find a book that's like that about Japan or the Japanese people, then I will.
Okay. So also, we're going to be, one of the things that we noted that we're going to plan to bring that we'll need is the pocket Wi-Fi.
Yes.
So I had a question about that.
Okay.
Since I'm trying to not make my personal item on the plane is also my bag that will go everywhere we go. So is the pocket Wi-Fi heavy? Do you know? Have you seen one?
I've seen them in the U.S. They're never really that big. I would say that they're about the size of a small speaker.
Oh, that's kind of big though. So it's bigger than this?
It could be.
Oh gosh, and
That's not that big, Mom.
But we have to take it everywhere we go, right?
Okay.
Well, everywhere we go. Is it like?
I don't understand the problem.
Is it because I want to put everything in that bag?
They typically aren't very big. They're about the size of a phone because they are pocket sized.
That's what I was hoping.
Yeah, so they're not going to be
bigger than this.
No, they're not going to be much bigger than that.
Okay. All right. So let's do some updates. One update that I'm really excited to share with you guys that doesn't have to do with language yet. I'll get into that in a moment. Is I got this.
She was very excited about it.
I was. So I got this from Dollar Tree, believe it or not, because you know this is just a regular tin that I got at the 99-cent store, and I turned it into my watercolor palette. Hope you guys can see that, what I'm showing you. So that's my travel watercolor palette that I made. I just hot glued the Jane Davenport pieces there. Got little Winsor Newton, some water brushes there, and then a Pentel Artist pen there in 0.3. some pencil lead and a mechanical pencil, and then a little shimmy that I'm just gonna drop in there right now to wipe off the brushes. And so this is so cool because now it's like a real palette. Look, it's like a real one. Like I can be holding it and painting, yeah. And then we can get a little bit more into language and the finances. So we can talk a little bit about the finances right now. So I need to mark off. So here in my traveler's notebook, I was marking off as I was depositing money into the savings at $60 a month, but then I set up an automatic transfer, which you did too, right, Ryan?
Yes. So as soon as we decided that we wanted to save a certain amount of money each month, I automated that. Therefore, I did not have to think about it, and it was never a part of my budget, so I would never spend it by accident.
Awesome. Who taught you all those things about finance?
Miss Nawasa.
She was not the only person. I hope you're watching this, Miss Nawasa. That's my dear friend who basically helped me raise my kids when I was a single mom. All right, so we talked about the Suika. What? Right, I know, because I know the language now. Suika. But when we first started, I was calling Suka, wasn't I?
I'm not sure how you were calling it, but I was very confused.
But I know it's a Suica card. So that is the travel, the train.
Right, that is the, so Tokyo uses a metro system of trains. The Suica card is, you load it up like a metro card in New York City or Chicago, and you just swipe it every time you wish to get on a local train. Okay. It can also act as sort of a debit card at gas stations or vending machines, but I think it's best if we just use it for trains, at least until we're better accustomed to how the trains run in Japan and how much they cost as well.
Okay, so I'm just going to run through real fast a couple of things because I don't want to repeat everything in the previous videos, but we've got the kind of estimated our budget for the flights. We've got estimated dates for our trip to Japan to fly. Oh, we're going to start looking at reserving our hostels while you're here on Christmas break, right? So he's here on Christmas break from college at Cleveland State University. So we're going to be probably, we should reserve where we're going to stay in Japan while he's here. We won't pay until we get there. Passport renewal, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that in January. We talked about money exchanges before and a little bit about food. We'll probably talk about food more in another video, maybe this summer when we got more of our travel plans done, because food can kind of wait as long as we can eat while we're there. All right, so language, I have been working on my hiragana. So I kind of put it here and been marking it here in my traveler's notebook. So before, I think for the last video, I had done all of the vowel sounds, had learned all of those and had learned everything in the K column. And since then, I've learned everything, and I'll put that link in the comments below again as to where you can go and learn these things the way I'm doing it that Ryan taught me or suggested. And then I've learned the S column and the T column. And there are some confusions. There are some characters that look very similar. And so every now and then I'm like, oh God, which one is that one? Because I know it's out of these two. So I'm just practicing it. And thankfully that website gives you this drag and drop. That's what I do a lot of practice with, where you can drag and drop and it won't accept it unless it's the correct character, and it times you, and that's been helping me a lot. So I'm learning that, but I haven't really learned any phrases except for the ones that I've written down in here that like, hello is konnichiwa is one of the ways.
Say that again.
Konnichiwa? How did I say it?
You said konnichiwa.
Oh, sorry. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. And this one I haven't said a long time ago. It's so long and hard to say. Don't say it. Hajime mashite. I always have to remember because I want to pronounce the syllables differently. It's not hajime mashite.
Hajime mashite.
Oh,
mashite.
Hajime mashite. That's how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Hajime mashite. Hajime mashite. So you're not pronouncing that.
No,
either.
So you don't say shite, you say she.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because I just learned she. Okay, cool. So hello is konnichiwa. Nice to meet you is hajime mashite.
Hi.
I haven't really practiced those phrases much because I've been working on the hiragana. And my name is, I would probably say, Lucinda Desu.
Des.
Oh, I don't pronounce the U.
Oftentimes
Lucinda
no.
Or
Oftentimes no.
Namewa Lucinda.
Namaiwa.
Nomaiwa.
Namaiwa. It's
Nomaiwa.
nasally. Namai.
Nomaiwa.
Nomaiwa.
Oh yeah, that's true because I need to pronounce each of the vowel sounds.
Correct.
See, I'm getting it, y'all. I'm getting it. All right. Okay, so that's it for language. All right, and then I haven't really, done any art, but I will be getting in there. I want to finish the rest of the vowels. I want to finish the rest of the characters. We'll kind of wrap this up, but I'll give Ryan a chance to share some more things that he learned from class, from his course. But it was really cool. He and I were watching. It was a video from JetPens, and it was saying how to pronounce some of the different products that they have. And I was like, oh, I know how to say that. I know that character. Oh, I can do that. So it was really, really cool. All right, Ryan, tell us what you have learned. What have you learned from that semester culturally that'll help us?
Culturally, I got a couple of things, actually. One, if you see a change in elevation when you walk into a building, such as a bathhouse or a hotel, or even some restaurants, take your shoes off.
I thought you were supposed to, one of the things we watched said you should always ask anytime you're going anywhere.
You should always ask, but it's a safe thing to assume, to just not have them on. You should pretty much always assume.
Okay.
Unless you go into what are called izakayas. Izakayas are kind of like miniature restaurants down alleyways or on the street. You don't have to there because they're more or less kind of shacks that were put together for people to eat and cook food.
Okay.
That's fine. Most restaurants, it's okay to do so, but if you were in someone's house, or as I said, like most hotels, most traditional style hotels, you have to take your shoes off.
I do remember on the video that we watched that they don't have trash cans anywhere.
No. Tokyo is very bad about having public trash cans. So a couple of things with that. One, you always carry your trash with you until you find one. It may take you an hour, it doesn't matter. Wait until you find one. And two, if you buy food at a 7-Eleven, for example, it's okay to eat it in front of the store. But what the Japanese people do not do, they do not walk and eat at the same time. Another thing, they never cross the road unless the crosswalk says to walk. Now, as an American, that's infuriating because there could be no car coming, and you're just supposed to
not walk, though.
Yeah, but in Japan,
you're probably gonna go.
It helps that their population is much more homogenous than the U.S. But typically, a norm in Japan will stay a norm, and anyone who breaks that norm, they're not necessarily seen as an outsider, but it's seen as an example of what not to do. So,
well, thank you so much for coming on the show today, Ryan.
You're welcome.
He's like I had a choice, Mom. But I'm so excited to go on this trip, and I'm glad he's here for the holidays, and we'll definitely do another update together this summer whenever he's here, and we'll show you, and I'll share between now and then what's happening and what's updated in my traveler's notebook. Oh yes, these are my favorite pens, Faber-Castell Pit Artist pens.
Oh, and actually,
no. What?
The word for pin in Japanese is pen.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
There's the word down.
Yes.
All right, thank you guys for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. All of my subscribers get an additional discount from my Organized Planner Chic Etsy shop, and that discount is in the comments below, and there's a new one every month. And be sure and check out my Organized Planner Chic Crew Facebook group, where you get a free printable download that I create every month, and I also do frequent giveaways. And until next time, happy planning.